Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for today's Boston Red Sox historical tournament. We are still in bracket A. This is round 2, series 2, and it is the 1971 number 65 seed versus the 1918 number 17 seed in the tournament. Hope everyone's had a nice Monday so far. Let me show you where we finished up here in bracket A in round 1. That's how that ended. 1918, which is today, he's playing today, beat 1931 4-1. And the 1971 team is the only team that was the higher seed team that lost to a lower seed team. 71 beat 37 4-2 in the second series. Last week, as you will see in this form that I'm putting up, last week we watched the 1912 Red Sox, the number 1 seed in the tournament, defeat the 72 team 4-2. That was a great series. 72 seemed to always be playing in an elimination game. And in this particular series, they played in 2, game 4, game 5, and 1 after winning 2 in the previous series they played in round 1. Okay, that takes care of that. Without any further ado, let's load Out of the Park Baseball and get this series going. Out of the Park 27. There we go. While that's loading, let me tell you something about the 1918 team from the Boston Red Sox Journal, which is a book of 700 pages or so that chronicles every Red Sox season up to 2005. Season in a sentence. Fan interest in 1918 generally at a low ebb because World War I, but the Red Sox win their 4th World Series in 7 seasons and 5th overall. They were the Yankees back then. Today, they're just the Red Sox. We're going, oops, wrong way. Return to the main screen. Every now and then you hit a wrong button. We are going to start a new game. It is going to be an historical exhibition game. Two teams. The away team, 19. How did I forget so soon? 1971. 1971 is the away team. We've got him up there already, so let's put him in. The 1971 Red Sox were 85-77. And here in the 1918 team, which is the end of the dead ball era, the Red Sox were 75-51 in the shortened series. The only other change we make here is make sure that this is 1975. Excuse me, strategy error. We picked 1975 when the years are more than 30 years apart and the injuries are disabled. We do not play with injuries. Okay, let's create the series. Anyway, that was the 1918 team. The 1971 team, let's see what it says in a sentence about 1971 in this Red Sox Journal. In 1971, it's the first season I know the Red Sox played without Tony Canigliaro in a while. They traded him in the offseason to the California Angels. The Red Sox win 29 of their first 44 games, but clubhouse cliques, feuds, and petty quarrels ruin a promising season. They finished 4th, 85-77. Eddie Casco was the manager of that team. Well, now they get a chance to redeem themselves. And let's start the series. We go to lineups. First thing I do is have the AI do all the lineups, because I don't want to influence the game in any way by picking my favorite players. There we go. Let's play ball. If this is the first time you've seen our series, we simulate the series until we get to an elimination game, and then we play it. 71-18. Sonny Siebert versus Carl Mays, game 1. 71 defeats 18. The higher seeded team wins 6-4. Home run for the 1918 squad by Harry Hooper. Sparky Lyle was the winning pitcher for 71. Game 2, Ray Culp, Bullet Joe Bush. 1918 comes back and ties the series at 1 game apiece. They win 5-4. Kinney over Roger Moret, and there were no home runs in that game. We've got a day off. Now we're simulating game 3, Babe Ruth, Louis Tiant. And 71 defeats 18, 4-2. Lyle with his second victory. Kenny came in. He's now 1-1. Hooper with his second home run. Rico Petrocelli hit number 1 in game number 3. We move on to game number 4. 71 leads 18, 2-1. And 18 ties it 2-2. Jones, the winner. Lonborg, the loser. Home runs in this game. Thomas, for the 1918 squad, 1971 squad, homered by George Scott. Game number 5, Carl Mays against Sonny Siebert. 2 games apiece. Someone is going to win their third game here, and game 6 will be an elimination game. And the 71 team defeats the 18 team 6-3. Yastrzemski homered for the 71 team. Siebert over Mays. Lyle got the save. He's been involved in all 3 of the victories. We are going to have a day off. We're going to game 6. We're going to play game 6. Ray Culp versus Bullet Joe Bush. Let's play the game. For the 71 Red Sox that will be on the road today, Carl Yastrzemski leads off in left field. That's one of the anomalies with having the AI do the lineups. Yastrzemski never led off, but he does in the 71 team with this AI. Doug Griffin at second base, batting second. Reggie Smith, center field, batting third. Rico Petrocelli hitting cleanup at third base. Joe LaHood in right field. He was one of my favorite players back then, playing right field. George Scott at first base, hitting sixth. Bob Montgomery catching, batting seventh. Juan Beniquez at shortstop, hitting eighth. And Ray Culp, who was 14-16 in the regular season, he's pitching and batting ninth. For the 1918 World Championship squad, Harry Hooper in right field leading off. Stuffy McGinnis at first base hitting second. George Waitman in left field hitting third. Babe Ruth hitting cleanup. He's playing center field today, not pitching. Fred Thomas at third, batting fifth. Wally Shang, the catcher, hitting sixth. Dave Sheen at second base, batting seventh. Everett Scott at shortstop. Everett Scott's the guy that Lou Gehrig passed in his consecutive game streak. He's batting eighth. Bullet Joe Bush hitting ninth. He was 15-15 in the regular season with a .211 average. Let's start the game. And we're going to 1918 Fenway Park. Here we go. Bush on the mound. Yastrzemski up. Yastrzemski 3-12 in the series with a homer. Bush is going to deliver. That ball's hit into left field, and it's a base hit to start the game. Yastrzemski on first, Doug Griffin up. 222 he's batting in the series so far. And it's a foul ball on the bunt. Bush facing Griffin again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He swings away. Ground ball to short. It's going to flip to second for one. Over to first. Double play. Both players are out. 2 outs in the top of the first. Nobody on for Reggie Smith, hitting 286. Bush's 0-2 delivery. That ball's hit to short. Everett up with it. Throws to first. The 1971 squad goes down. We head to the bottom of the first. No score tonight. Ray Culp on the mound for the 71 squad's pitched 7 innings, allowed 6 hits, 3 earned runs, struck out 8, walked 5. Harry Hooper, 211 in the series, stepping into the batter's box. Culp's 3-2 delivery. On the ground to first, going to flip to the pitcher, but Hooper beats it out for a base hit. Both teams get their leadoff batters on. Stuffy McGinnis, 273, facing Culp. Here's the pitch. There's the runner. There's the throw, up by a mile. Runner is cut down. There is 1 out, nobody on. Culp gets the sign. The 1-0 delivery. Ball's hit in the right field, and that stolen base cost him. Stolen base attempt, base hit. Instead of having 2 on, nobody out, there's 1 on and 1 out for George Whiteman, who's hitting 158. Culp delivers. There goes this runner. That throw is going to be late. He's safe. McGinnis in scoring position. As dead ball teams do, they run quite a bit. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Whiteman's out. The 1918 team has 2 away. Runner still on second. Babe Ruth, 316, no home runs in the series. Culp gets his sign. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Deep. That one's out of here. Into the bleachers. Babe Ruth tagged that ball. That ball went 433 feet, and the 1918 team leads 2-0. Let's watch Babe Ruth hit that one. He got all of that one. Okay, 1918 facing elimination today. Takes a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Ray Culp facing Fred Thomas. He struck him out to end the inning. But not before Babe Ruth knocks in the first 2 runs of the game. We head to the second, 1918 2, 1971 nothing. Petrocelli hitting 222, followed by LaHoot and Scott up. Petrocelli's got a homer in the series. He walks him. Petrocelli on first, LaHoot. 2 lonely hits in 21 at-bats. Bush delivers. He walks him. Bush now has walked 10 batters in 8 innings in the series, only struck out 5. Bush will face George Scott. Scott having a good series. He's got a homer, 3 runs batted in, hitting .444. Here's the 3-2 delivery. That ball's hit in the left field. That ball is caught for the out. Bush facing Bob Montgomery, only hitting 167, not known for his bat. That ball's hit into center field. It's a base hit. Will this score a run? No, they hold the runners. However, the bases are loaded. Only one out, top of the second for Billy Canigliaro. Billy's only been up 3 times. They sent him up as a pinch hitter. That's very interesting. A pinch hitter in the second inning. Okay. The AI is the manager. Bullet Joe Bush gets the sign, delivers, hits on the ball is short, going to throw to first. They get it out. But they also get a run. And it's now 2-1, 1918 team. Ray Culp facing Bush. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The inning's over. 1971 gets a run here in the top of the second. We head to the bottom of the second. 2-1, 1918 leads. Wally Shang, Sheen, and Scott to face Ray Culp. Here's the pitch. Ball's hit on the ground to Griffin. Over to first for the out. Sheen, the second baseman, 368, having a good series. He hits the ball to short. Beniquez to first. Two quick outs here in the bottom of the second. And Everett Scott, 2 for 18 in the series. He hits it to right. That ball is caught for the out. Joe LaHood's got it. 3 quick outs. We head to the third. 1918 Red Sox 2, 1971 Red Sox 1. 1918's facing an elimination today. They lose, they go home. 71 wins. They continue on in bracket A. If, in fact, 18 wins, we'll have another game tomorrow. It will be a decisive game 7. Carl Yastrzemski steps in. Singled his first time up. And he singles his second time up. Base hit. Yaz 2 for 2. Doug Griffin hit into a double play in the first inning. There's he bunts back to the mound, but it's caught in the air for the out. He's attempted to sacrifice twice. He's failed both times. Bush facing Reggie Smith, 0 for 1 today. Whoops. Hit the wrong button. Here we go. Pops it up high in the air. Catcher's got it in front of the pitcher's mound. Bush now faces Rico Petrocelli. 2 outs, runner on first. Rico's got a home run hitting 222. Ball's hit, and the first baseman's got it on the line for the out. We head to the bottom of the third, 2-1, 1918. Ray Culp facing his counterpart, Bush. Then the top of the order, Hooper and McInnes. Here's the pitch. On the ground, back to the mound, throws to first, and he beats it out. It's an infield hit for the pitcher. Bush on first helped himself out with that hit. Hooper's got a single in his only at-bat today. Culp delivers. That ball's hit to center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. First 2 runners reach here in the bottom of the third against Culp. And McInnes, who got a hit his first time up. He bunts in dead ball fashion, throws to first, sacrifice is good. Runners on second and third, one away as 1918 trying to score some more runs. George Whiteman up, only hitting 150 in the series. Here's Culp's 0-2 delivery. Ball's hit in the right center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Both runners are going to score. And just like that, 1918 leads 4-1. Facing elimination, they are hitting the ball. Culp facing Babe Ruth. Well, Babe Ruth hit a 2-run homer in the first inning. 1918's got 2 more runs this inning. That ball's hit in the center field, base hit. Culp getting tattooed this inning. I don't know how long the AI is going to leave him in, but as of right now, Fred Thomas 0 for 1. Runners on first and second, only 1 out here in the third. That ball's hit in the center field. It's going to be caught for the out. Reggie Smith throws it back in. Ray Culp now facing Wally Shang. Shang 3 hits, 16 at-bats. Here's the pitch. That ball's hit to first. Flips to the pitcher covering. Inning is over, but not before the 1918 team scores a couple more. We head to the fourth, 1918 leading 4-1. Joe Bush facing LaHood, Scott, and Montgomery here in the top of the fourth. Slow roller to second. 1 down. George Scott up. 421 in the series. Dangerous hitter. He pops it high in the air. That ball is caught by the... Oh, no, he dropped it. It's an error. The batter gets a second chance. It was a foul ball. Let's see if Bush can get himself out of it. Here's the 3-2 delivery. To left field, it's hit. And it is gone. A home run. The dropped pop-up by the catcher. And George Scott hits a home run into the left field night. There wasn't night games in 1918, but there are in our series. And it is now 4-2. Let's look at that home run by George Scott. There it is into the Lansdowne Street. There's George Scott rounding the bases. Okay, it's 4-2 now, 1 out. Bob Montgomery. Montgomery got a hit his first time up. Hits it on the ground to Everett. Scott over the first for the out. Louis Aparicio came in to play short when Beniquez was pinch hit for in the second inning, believe it or not. Here's the pitch. Aparicio to left. That ball is caught for the out. Whiteman's got it. We head to the bottom of the fourth, 1918 leading 4-2. If you've just joined us, 1918 faces elimination. 1971 wins, they move on. 1918 goes home, but 1918's winning currently. Dave Sheen, Scott, and the pitcher, Bush, due up here at the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Hitting the center field, base hit. Eighth hit for the 1918 team. Ray Culp still on the mound. 3 innings, giving up 8 hits. How long will he last? Everett Scott is up. We'll find out. Ball's hitting the right. And it is an out. Joe LaHood puts it away. Joe Bush up. Bush had an infield hit his first time. He puts it on the ground in a bunt. Runner goes to second. Sacrifice is good. And Harry Hooper stepping to the plate. Hooper 2 for 2 today. Runner on second. 1918 looking for an insurance run. The 1-2 delivery. Ball's hit in the left field. And that ball is caught for the out by Yastrzemski. Inning is over. 1918 does not score. We head to the top of the fifth. 4-2, the 18 squad. Joe Bush so far is 4 innings, 4 hits, allowed a run, struck out 1, walked 2. I had an eye appointment today. I'm having a little bit of a hard time seeing the screen. I had my eyes dilated, but I've been able to see it so far. To call the play-by-play. They're sending Ray Culp to the plate. I don't believe they're not going to pinch hit for him, but Culp coming to the bat. Maybe the AI knows something I don't. Deep in the center field, but that ball is caught. Babe Ruth made a great play there in center field, robbing Culp of extra bases. 1 away, nobody on. Carl Yastrzemski is 2 for 2 today. 389 in the series. Bush's delivery. That ball's a little tapped to second. Throws to first. They got him. And Doug Griffin 0 for 2. Bush's delivery. The ball's hit to third. Over to first for the out. They get him. Inning is over. We're halfway home here at 1918 Fenway Park. 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the 18 squad. The 71 squad, 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Ray Culp still on the mound. Facing Stuffy McGinnis, who's 1 for 1 today. Ball's hit to left. That's going to be a base hit. Drops in front of the left fielder. George Whiteman stepping up. McGinnis on first. What will Whiteman do? Let's see. Will he bunt? No. Swings away. Dribbler in front of the mound. Throws to second. They get the runner by a half a step. That was a close call, but they got him. Culp now facing Babe Ruth. Ruth homered in the first, knocked in a couple of runs. Culp delivers. That ball's hit into center field, base hit. Tenth hit for Boston of 1918. 2 runners on, 1 out. Culp still on the mound, facing Fred Thomas, who's 0 for 2 today. Ball's hit to left. Yastrzemski's got it for the out. 2 down. Wally Shang 0 for 2. Ball's hit to first. Gonna step on the bag. They got him for the out. Actually, they shoveled it to Culp. That was pretty close according to what I'm looking at, but it's a 3-1 play, and the inning is over. We head to the top of the sixth, 1918, leading 4-2. It's an elimination game for them. They need to win or they go home. Bush pitching to Reggie Smith, Rico Petrocelli, and Joe LaHood. Ball's hit deep in the right center field. And Ruth can just watch that one. The ball is gone 424 feet. And it is now 4-3. Let's watch that hit by Reggie Smith one more time. There it goes. No bullpens in 1918. Bullpens were put in 1939, 1940 because of Ted Williams. 4-3. Bush facing Rico Petrocelli, 2-11 on the series with a home run. That ball's hit to center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Tying run on for the 71 squad. Nobody out. Joe LaHood, only 2 hits in the series. Bush delivers. Ball's hit to short. Gonna throw it was a line drive. He picked it off the carpet and he throws to first. They turn 2. 2 quick outs with the line drive double play. Well, instead of being in trouble, you just got to get George Scott out. Scott homered his last time. Here's Bush's delivery.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They got out of that mess. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 4-3, 1918. Sheen, Scott, and Ruth Bush to face Ray Culp, still on the mound. 5 innings, 10 hits, 4 runs, struck out 2, walked nobody. Here's the pitch. Ball's hit to right field. No, first base. The first baseman's got it. Everett Scott 0 for 2 today. Culp delivers. That ball's hit to second. Throws to first for the out. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 6th. And Joe Bush 1 for 1 and a walk. Ball's hit to right field. That's a base hit. Joe Bush 2 for 2. He's heading for second. He's going to slide with a double. Actually, that's an error. It got under the glove. A single and an error according to the official score. Harry Hooper up. Insurance run on second. 2 away. Culp looking in, facing Harry Hooper. Has got 2 hits today. And now he's got a third one. That ball's in the center field. That's going to score a run. Maybe the throw home. The ball got away from the catcher. The run scores. And it is 5-3, 1918. There's an error on the play. Another unearned run. 5-3 is the score. McGinnis up. Runner on second looking for more. Culp delivers. Ball's hit in the right field. Base hit. Runner rounds third. Throw home. It's cut off. But he's going to score. It is now 6-3. 1918 breaks it open here in the bottom of the 6th. George Whiteman up. Runner still at second base for the 3rd batter in a row. Fly ball to left. Yastrzemski's got it for the out. The inning is over, but not before. The 1918 team scores a couple of runs in the bottom of the 6th after the Red Sox had scored a run in the top. We head to the 7th, 6-3 for the 1918 team. The 1918 team, facing elimination, has answered the call pretty well today. Joe Bush, stepping onto the pitcher's mound. Bob Montgomery 1 for 2. 1971 needs base runners, and there's a grounder to third. Throw to first. 1 down. Luis Aparicio 0 for 1. The pitch popped high in the air to left, but that ball is caught by Whiteman for the out. 2 quick outs. Rick Miller coming in to pitch it for Bolin, who came in to finish the last inning. Miller swings and misses. Strike 3. The 71 team goes down quickly in the top of the 7th. 3 innings to go for the 1918 team. We head to the bottom of the seventh, 6-3. They lead. Babe Ruth, 3 for 3 today. Bill Lee on for the 71 squad. Spaceman delivers. Ball hit into deep right field. And you can kiss that goodbye. Babe Ruth's second home run of the game. It is now 7-3. 1918 is going to take this to a deciding 7th game, which we will have tomorrow on the channel. Babe Ruth's second home run of the day. Let's watch it. Here's Lee's pitch. There it is. Into the ground. Fred Thomas 0 for 3. Pops it up deep to left field. Yastrzemski's got it for the out. One away. Lee facing Shang. Shang without a hit today. Check swing, but he's going to take ball 4. Dave Sheen, the second baseman's got a hit. Runner on first, 7-3 the score. 18 ahead. That ball's hit in the right field. That ball's going to be down all the way to the wall. This should score another run. Looks like a triple is going to come out. Sliding triple. 8-3 as 1918's looking to put this game away. Bill Lee on the mound facing Everett Scott. Runner on third. Only one out. Ground ball to third. Holds the runner. Throws to first for the out. And Bullet Joe Bush 2 for 2. He's not an easy out, is he?
Strike 3.
But he is that time as Lee struck him out. We head to the 8th inning here in 1918 Fenway Park. 1918 leading 1971, 8-3. Yastrzemski's 2 for 3 today. Red Sox of 1971 need some base runners. Bush delivers. Ground ball to second. Throws to first. He beats it out for a base hit. Speedy Yastrzemski. That ball was not hit very hard. Doug Griffin up hitless today in 3 at-bats. Ball's popped in the air. In foul territory. That's caught for the out. Yes, still at first. Reggie Smith's homered today. They could use another one now.
Strike 3.
But he takes a called strike 3. Fastball on the inside corner. Bush facing Petrocelli, 1 for 2. 2 outs. Runner on first. Ground ball to first. Going to flip to Bush covering. Easy out. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 1918 leading 8-3. 3 outs away from extending this to a decisive 7th game. Bill Lee facing Harry Hooper. Lee gave up a couple of runs the last inning, but not going to mean a difference, I wouldn't think. Struck him out. Hooper goes down on a called strike 3. McGinnis having a good day, 3 for 3. On the ground to third, throws across the diamond for the out. 2 quick outs. Lee facing Whiteman's 1 for 4 with a couple of RBIs in the game. The pitch. Ball's hit to right. It's going to drop in as a base hit. Going to be a double as Whiteman goes into second stand. Well, here's the man of the hour, Babe Ruth. 4 for 4, 2 home runs, 3 runs batted in. He's done everything today but pitch. Lee walks him intelligently. Fred Thomas 0 for 4. Much easier batter. Lee's 2-2 delivery. That ball's hit high in the air, deep to center field. But he might be an easy batter, but he wasn't that time. Thomas hits a home run. It is now 11-3. Well, Boston's going to change pitches. Don't know why. Let's watch Thomas's homer into the bleachers. There it is. That ball was tagged. It was hit 470 feet. Probably one of the longest home runs I've seen in my tournament. 11 runs, 17 hits, 1 error for the 1918 team. They're certainly putting it to the 1971 team. We're going to finish the game. There it is, 13-3. They ended up with 20 hits. I will print out this information. We will post it on my Facebook page. You can catch the box score and the game write-up on the Facebook page every day after the games. And we're going to go to Game 7. Let's just check the pitching. Bush is now 1-0, 8 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, only 2 of them earned, struck out 4, walked 2. He is the winner. The loser, Ray Culp, 5 2/3, 13 hits, 6 runs, all earned. Bolin came in, got 1 out. Bill Lee was ineffective, 1 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs. And Gary Peters was less effective than that, 1/3 of an inning, 4 hits, and 3 runs. We'll leave the game. Like I said, we'll print this up. It'll be on my Facebook page later tonight. And we will be back here tomorrow, Tuesday, the 28th of April at 7:30 Eastern for the 7th and deciding game. Let's hit finish today here. Let's see who's pitching. Well, there it is. You don't get any better. Deciding 7th game. Louis Tiant, Babe Ruth, here on the channel tomorrow. I want to thank everybody that came by, and we will catch you all on tomorrow's broadcast. Have a nice evening.